Hi, welcome to Heart of the City. I'm Mayor Bob Foster, and we're here today at Pacific Gateway Workforce Investment Center, which is very important in this economy because they try to place people in jobs and train people. It's the place where you go if you need help trying to find employment or training in another career. And we have with us today Bryan Rogers, the Executive Director, who's going to tell us a little bit about this center. Bryan.
Welcome. So our center here is focused on helping our local residents get back to work, and we provide a wide array of services from career counseling and vocational assessment, meeting with our various staff to plan out a career change, accessing skills development sessions, workshops, and various industry training programs. And our real focus is to tap into whatever career industry centers that we have here in Long Beach and the surrounding region to make sure that we can, as quickly as possible, get people back to work.
So if someone were unemployed and they were out of work for a while and they came here, what kind of help could they expect, and how do you try to get them placed in a job?
Right. Well, first and foremost, we know that the job search in this economy is really tough. This is a tight economy, so you have to really maximize all of your resources. People can do it alone, and we've got a wonderful online job search resource for people, www.hirelb.com. That's no cost to our residents, and they can really access it from home. That said, people really should come in and use the resources. We have professional staff that are here and ready to help people to look at each individual situation and to make sure that everyone's transition is tailored to what their needs are. So when someone comes in the door for the first time, they're going to actually get an initial assessment, some initial appointment activities, and sit down with the career counselor to look at what their options are.
So how many people do you help a year? How many come through the door?
This past year, we've actually served and enrolled about 11,000 unemployed residents here in Long Beach.
And how successful have you been in finding them jobs?
Well, I'll tell you, we've had, of those 11,000, about 8,700 of them came through our skills development workshops, went through our various activities, and about 3,700 of them actually availed themselves of our training programs and services. We've just placed a little bit over 2,500 to date this year. Of those, 2,000 are in permanent jobs. And one thing I'll tell you is that about 3/4 of them, 9 months later, are still employed with their jobs. So they're keeping their jobs.
Well, that's great news. I mean, 2,500 people now have work they might not have had absent your help. So I appreciate that. And in terms of training, do you see a lot of people who need additional skills? Do you work with the private sector to be able to target what the private sector's needs are?
Yeah, especially in this economy, we know that our training has to be absolutely aligned with wherever the few job openings are. And so that means maximizing opportunities in our healthcare industry, our transportation sector here with the ports and those related industries, our energy and utilities areas, and a few others. We're very specifically focused on that, working closely with businesses and what they see their openings and attrition are. And so to that end, we really focus and corral our customers into those areas and make sure that those who are most appropriate and are interested in that have those opportunities quickest.
Well, Bryan, I know you help a lot of people here, but if you were going to come to this center, are there income requirements? Does it cost anything? I mean, if you're telling people out there that have trouble right now or out of work, what's your target audience, and does it cost anything?
Great question. So all of our services are no cost to our residents, and we are open to everybody. So if you are out of work recently and looking for a career change, you need to come to us. If you're underemployed, working part-time, and you need to figure out a way to upgrade to full-time employment.
Well, that's great. I have to tell you, we're going to learn a lot more about the Pacific Gateway Workforce Investment Center and what it can do to help people find work, to help people get better skills, to help people in this very difficult economy. We'll be back later. Thank you very much. Well, we're going to come to a desk and talk to Rachel and learn about what a first-time visitor to this center, to the Pacific Gateway Workforce Investment Center, what they will see, what they're required. And Rachel, tell me, I'm coming in here to get help. And what happens, and what do I do, and what do I need?
Wonderful. Well, if it's your first time here, what you'll need to bring with you is your identification, your driver's license, and your social security card. And what we'll have you do is you're going to meet with a member of the welcome team that's going to get you all set up in our virtual one-stop program on our computer so that you're all registered in our center to be able to access our services. And once you're registered with the center, they're going to put you on a list to meet with a program specialist. And a program specialist is someone who has all the knowledge of the programs that we have operating right at this time. They can sign you up for the workshops to be able to get help with your resume, your interviewing skills. They can let you know about some of the tutorials and the training programs that we have to assist you in your job search and then possibly upgrading your skills if you're able to be approved for that type of service. Also, we're currently having recruitments from different employers at any given time, so staying in contact with the program specialist, being able to learn about the different recruitments that we have available, and working with them for one-on-one career services to help you out in your job search.
Now, and you see a lot of people every day, and you probably see a lot of people that really do need some help. And you feel good about this? Are you helping people? It sounds like you are.
I love it. I think a really important part of being a program specialist and working with the individuals is to keep them motivated, to give them hope in this economy, and to really just keep encouraging them to keep on going, to be able to get something as soon as possible, and that there is hope, and that's a really big part of what we do here.
Did you help somebody? It made you feel so good. Did you build something and accomplish something? Were you recognized for something?
Well, we heard a lot about skills training and workshops and how to get more training to be able to be more successful in this environment. Kathy, tell us where we are here, and you're actually going to tell us about some of the workshops.
Right. We have, last year we did over 900 workshops for people. And the main topics we have are career labor market exploration, because we're moving into a new economy. People need to get used to the idea the old jobs aren't there. Computers, as we mentioned before, are really basic. We have a lot of computer classes. We have online job posting, resume posting. Employers can post their jobs online, and anybody in the city can go on our website and post their resume and look for jobs there. Get ready to interview. That's a really critical thing, because people who haven't had to search for a job, interviewing can be so intimidating at any age and any experience. So that's a big one. But one of our biggest ones, and where all of our customers start, is changing careers, because that's what you're going to be doing. And so in this workshop, you learn how to analyze your skills, find your hidden abilities and your talents, and find out things you may not even know about yourself, because you don't see them as an outsider might. So we're going to go visit that workshop.
Well, that's great. I look forward to it. I've always wanted to find my hidden abilities. Maybe they'll help me. Thanks a lot, Kathy.
You want higher level skills, you want to keep up to date in the market, you have to do continuous learning, continuous education.
We're here at the workshop on changing careers, and I have Jacqueline. And Jacqueline, you have a lot of students here, and I'd like to know a little bit about what you tell them and what they need to learn to be able to be more successful in this environment.
Okay, so this class, the purpose of this class is basically to look at what we have. So what do we have? What are our skills? Is there a job out there for me now? Has it changed? Has the economy changed it? Do I still have the skills to do the job that I was doing? So that's part of it. We're going to identify their skill sets. We're going to look at their strengths. We're going to look at transferable skills if they want to change careers. I was an accountant. I didn't enjoy it. I want to move to something else. So what is it that you want to do, and what can we transfer in those skills over to do that? So by the time they leave my class, my goal is that they know exactly what they have to do to get to their plan A and their plan B, because in this economy you have to have both.
Well, that's great, Jacqueline. Thank you very much. And I know the market is difficult, and my own view, it is starting to get a little better. And I'll just tell everyone in the city, what we're trying to do is to all the construction work that we're doing and any major operation that takes place, we try to link up with this center so that we can also be a recipient of people from Pacific Gateway. So I wish you all luck, and you're doing the right thing. You're doing a self-assessment. You're trying to get better, and that's what this market requires. And thank you again. Thank you all. Well, that was quite an experience, an educational experience. I think you can see by the resources here at this center that there's help for people that are out of work. There's a hope for people that are out of work. They've placed 2,500 people, and they're getting more resources every day to help folks. So if you need this center, please avail yourself of the resources. The Pacific Gateway Workforce Investment Center. I want to thank them. I want to thank you for watching. This is Mayor Bob Foster signing off for Heart of the City. Remember, LBTV, it's your city.